Hashtag Polk Audio Reserve R700 Tower Speaker Review Script. Here's something most people don't realize about tower speakers: they actually account for less than 20% of home theater setups, even though they're technically superior to bookshelf speakers in almost every way. The reason? People think they're too expensive or take up too much space. But the Polk Audio Reserve R700 kind of changes that equation. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. I've been using these for about 3 months now, and I genuinely didn't expect them to perform this well at this price point. These are proper floor-standing speakers with dual 8-inch drivers, a 6.5-inch woofer, and a 1-inch tweeter, all crammed into this sleek cabinet that honestly doesn't look bulky at all. The first thing you notice is the bass response. These things fill your entire room without sounding boomy or loose. I was watching some action movies, and the low end hits hard but stays clean. You're not getting that muddy bass that some budget tower speakers have. The dual long throw drivers handle the heavy lifting while the 6.5 keeps everything tight. In music, they're equally impressive. I threw on some jazz, some hip hop, some rock, and the bass stayed articulate across the board. For dialogue and mid-range clarity, the 6.5-inch driver does real work here. I watched a lot of dialogue-heavy shows, and I could hear every word without cranking the volume. The tweeter stays smooth without being sibilant or harsh, which matters if you're going to be listening for hours. The fact that these are hi-res certified and Dolby Atmos compatible means they work with modern streaming services and soundtracks. You're future-proofing yourself a bit. They also support IMAX enhanced content, which is kind of a nice bonus if you're into that format. Room placement is honestly flexible. Since they're floor-standing, they work great as main stereo speakers or as front left and right speakers in a home theater setup. You could also build an entire 5-channel system around them if you wanted, mixing them with Polk's matching center and surround speakers. That's actually a solid path if you want everything to match sonically. The design is elegant enough that they don't look out of place in a living room. They're not some giant speaker tank that screams home theater guy. They're actually tasteful, which I appreciate. Now, the honest stuff. The biggest potential con is that they do need decent power to really shine. You can't run these off some cheap receiver. You need at least 100 watts per channel. Also, they're pretty substantial in footprint, so if your space is tiny, they might be cramped. And they're not cheap, though compared to similarly performing speakers, the value is solid. The other thing is that they really do benefit from proper speaker placement and room treatment. They're not magic boxes that work great anywhere. Overall, if you've got the space and the amplification to back them up, the Reserve R700s are legitimately great speakers. Links below for the latest pricing on Amazon, and definitely check out the specs and customer reviews there too. Thanks for watching.